Hey guys, I got an interesting follow-up video here on this FlySky micro receiver, the FS-A8S. I did a review on this a few days ago. Put a card up here in the corner if you want to check it out. However, I have an interesting finding here that I didn't know about when I did the review, and I think it's important that you guys know about it. I'm not exactly sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, so maybe you guys can comment below and let me know. So here's what's going on. So I got this receiver. It's the second one I've got. I've got another one inside my XBL117 here. They're both the same receiver, same model. And I had this bound to this model here, and I'll show you that it's working. So I'm going to plug this in. And I'll go ahead and arm it and show you that it'll arm from this model on this transmitter. So you see that obviously everything's working normally, nothing strange going on. However, now, still plugged in over there, still powered on. I'm going to power on this guy. And just to let you know, I've already bound this to this model. So there's no nothing weird going on there. If you don't bind it, then it'll just be in fail-safe mode, and it'll just light up, or it'll just flash. The red light will just flash. But I'll go ahead and I'll plug it in, and you can see here I got a solid red light. So this is now also bound to the same model and to that one as well. So it looks like that the binding of this receiver has no model match. I think that's the right term. So it doesn't matter basically which receiver is bound to this radio. All of them will work, and you can see that they're both bound, and I can still arm the other receiver, and this is still working. So everything is normal, I guess. If you have two of these receivers in two different quads and have them both powered up, I'm not sure why you would ever do that. They would both arm at the same time. So you could try a really crazy experiment and fly two quads off the same radio. That would be kind of an interesting, crazy, and possibly pretty dangerous experiment. If someone out there wants to try that, good luck to you. But I think what's interesting about this finding is that now you can get multiple receivers of this type, and you don't even have to do that whole rebinding trick that I showed you the other day with the receiver that comes with us, the IA6C. You can just, once you bind it to this radio, it'll just work. So you can just have multiple receivers in different craft, as long as only one is powered on at a time. You can just plug it in and just go. You don't have to even rebind it like I did with the other one. And also, it doesn't matter what model you're using, because I can go in here and switch the model. So let me select a different model. It's not bound something else. It's not even bound to a particular model in the radio. So oops. So I'll go to number 3 here, which is, I think it's the Martian. So now I'm on the Martian, and it'll still work. You can see that this receiver is still bound. It never went to failsafe, and that one will arm. So I'm thinking that there's no model match in the receiver, and it's actually just binding to some sort of identifier inside the transmitter. So once it's bound, it just talks to this transmitter and this transmitter only, but it doesn't care about any sort of model information. So if you switch models and the models are set up differently, it'll affect the way this performs, or in your flight controller. So something else to be aware of. The other thing that I tried was I did the same thing that I just showed you here with the this is the FS-A8S, the FlySky i6S, this transmitter, and all the same rules apply. Essentially, these are pretty much the same radio. So I did this whole same experiment with the other radio, and everything else, it just worked as the same like I just showed you. You can just basically, I think you can just pick one model and then just bind multiple receivers to that one model, and then they'll all work the same way, assuming that your flight controller is all configured the same across all your different craft. So I think that that's a good thing. I kind of like that, although if you are into trying to have different models with different configurations, then this would be pretty bad for you. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what your opinion is on good or bad. I think this is good, so that means I can buy more of these. Actually, I think I have 5 more of these coming, and I can just stick them in all my different craft, make sure that all my auxiliary channels are set up the same way, and I don't have to do any rebinding. I just have to pick a model and then just go with it, and I'll just turn my radio on, turn on the quad, and go and fly. So it makes things really simple. So just want to share this finding with you. I think it's really interesting, and let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.